I'm going to be telling y'all today about how to get Section 8. Sometimes you can get it fast, sometimes you can't, okay? Well, hey, boss up babies, have you guys bossed up today? If you haven't bossed up today, then what are you doing? We the boss up babies around here. We get it in and we get it done. Yes, we do. Hey guys, welcome back to Mama Cutie Finance. If you're new here and if you like to hear news you can use, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you like. Guys, in real life, I am a college professor, so if you guys need any help, I'll try to help you guys. Just go ahead and send me an email and you'll see my email right here. All right, guys, today I'm going to give you some tips on how to get Section 8. Since everybody likes Section 8 on my channel, I'm going to give y'all some more tips on how to get Section 8. If you need some more assistance, go ahead and shoot me an email, okay? You have to contact your state housing authority, okay? If you don't know your state housing authority, guys, just go online and Google whatever your state is, and behind it type in housing authority, and that is going to give you the information you need to contact your housing authority, because you just can't pop up and get on Section 8. A lot of people just think that you can just get on Section 8 and the ball get to rolling, but it's a whole process you got to go through. Number one, contact your housing authority, okay? You don't know where it is, go ahead and Google it on Google, and it's going to pop up, all right? And so when it pop up, you can either call them. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, when y'all try to call them, you probably ain't going to get them on the phone because they take forever to answer the phone. Your best bet is to take your butt on down there. If you don't have a car, that's okay. Go and catch an Uber, catch the train, have a friend pick you up, whatever you need to do, get on down there, okay? And when you get on down there, find out when they're going to be accepting applications. Because, again, everybody think they can get on Section 8, but you can't get on Section 8 if they're not accepting applications. You got to find out when they're accepting applications. And sometimes it depends on who at the office. Sometimes they're going to tell you to watch out, especially if it's coming up soon, like within a couple weeks or a month. They'll tell you, say, okay, we might be putting out a notice for Section 8 waiting lists coming up in a few weeks, so check back with us. Or if it's like years from then, they don't know, so they ain't gonna be able to tell you nothing. So y'all check with y'all housing authority and make sure that they accept applications. Make sure that you try to apply in a city that's small. Like, for instance, if you try to apply in Atlanta Section 8 waiting list is full. So what you want to do is, if you can't like move too far from Atlanta, you might want to go to College Park and apply if that's smaller. Or you might want to go even smaller, maybe like somewhere Union City. That's even smaller than College Park. Try Buckhead. Try different places. And the smaller the city is, the more likely you will be able to apply and get on that waiting list and go ahead and get your Section 8. So that's a secret that y'all have to understand, that is that you cannot go ahead and apply in all these big cities because the wait list is full, baby, and it ain't gonna be no room for you to get Section 8 in all these big cities. Make sure that you apply at a small city. So, but let me go over some little rules that you have to qualify for first, all right? And I'll be looking down at my notes because I don't want to forget none of them. A lot of them are rules that I just don't remember, so I'm just going to go over my notes, okay? So the number one thing that you got to be is 18 years old. If you're not 18 years old, you might as well just wait till you turn 18, and then you can apply, all right? Number two is you must be a United States citizen. If you're not no United States citizen, y'all wait till you move over here to United States, then apply for it, because you're not going to be able to get on it. It only qualifies for United States citizens, okay? You have to be able to show proof of your income. So if you got an income, you save all your records because you're going to have to show proof of it. If you don't have an income, that stuff right there can be explained because you probably fall in a different category from people who don't have an income versus the ones who do. So you just have to show why you ain't got no income. All right. And also, guys, now you know the qualifications of Section 8. You need to know what will make you disqualified. Okay. So number one is if you had any type of crime that happened around a Section 8 area and it was documented that you was around a Section 8 area doing a crime, that might disqualify you. Okay, it depends on where you are. It might disqualify you. So y'all make sure y'all check y'all record, okay? If you got a conviction of a criminal crime, that might disqualify you too. So you might need to go ahead and look into that and check into that. If you ever been evicted for Section 8, if you, let's just say you was on Section 8 and you got evicted, now that could be a problem too. And that's going to disqualify you too. So guys, if you've been a sex offender, sex offenders, they don't let you get on Section 8. So if you got that on your record, you might want to try to clear that up or see how long you have to have it on your record. I don't know. But if you're a sex offender, you're not going to be able to get Section 8. Go to HUD, Housing, HUD. HUD gives you all the information. It'll tell you everything you need to know. And you will know right away if you qualify for Section 8. Okay? It has a set of guidelines. HUD has a set of guidelines for each family member. And they strict with those guidelines, and you cannot get around those guidelines. You have to follow those guidelines. So the number of family members in your household is surely going to be a part of your eligibility of getting on Section 8, okay? They go by the number of children you have or if you don't have any children, okay? Okay, they look at how old you are. You can be young, old. You still get a chance to get Section 8. It just depends on your circumstances. If you disabled, they look at that too. You can still get Section 8 if you disabled. If you homeless, you can get Section 8 if you homeless. Okay, so it's a lot of stipulations to it, and they take a lot of considerations in for you guys to get Section 8. You just have to make sure that you check. Okay, and again, if y'all need my help, go ahead and email me. All right, but you know, I don't help for free. I do got a service fee. So it depends on where you live, because they do go by income. But every state is different when it comes down to the income eligibility, okay? So you have to check with your state and see what they say about your eligibility for your state, okay? Hey, y'all, I want to go over this right here. This ain't a part of the step, but it's important that y'all know this. That when you apply for Section 8 and they send you an application, now y'all got to understand, it's very important that you send that stuff back when they tell you to. Because if you don't send your application back when they tell you to send it back, you probably ain't gonna get on Section 8, okay? You got to make sure that you send your stuff back when they say send it back. And it's a lot of stipulations that go into that if you miss your date that you're supposed to do that, because honey, they'll been just scooted you on out the way and move on to the next. So just make sure you pay attention to your dates, check your mail, whatever you need to do. Get your when they send that information to you, that package to you, make sure you fill that package out and send it back as soon as you can, and fill your package out right. Okay, because that's very important that you fill your package out right too. Because if you don't fill your package out right, trust me, they're gonna be on to the next. So if you don't know how to fill your paperwork out, go and get some help and get your paperwork filled out, so that way you can fill your stuff out right, and that way it'll increase your chances of getting on the waiting list. Okay, so y'all, those are pretty much the tips of how to get on Section 8. I gave you all the tips. That's pretty much all it is. Just make sure you go to HUD. But I also want to give you some tips on if you can't get on Section 8 right away. Some little tips on how to get on it fast, okay? Like, you can get on it fast if you have some accommodation letters. And your accommodation letters have to consist of a disability, homeless, just some extreme circumstances. You have to have some extreme circumstances, okay? And I know a lot of people got extreme circumstances. So, and if you have some extreme circumstances, all you need to do is just write a letter. And that letter is called accommodation letter. Now, I do help with accommodation letter, but I do charge a fee for accommodation letters. So if y'all want to contact me about accommodation letter, only under extreme circumstances, because they're not gonna put you on emergency Section 8 if you ain't got no strong accommodation letter and something really going on. All right. So that's all I got for y'all today, guys. Until then, I want you to stay prayed up and bossed up, baby.